Hey everyone, I just want to say, let's get it started.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a little early.
Oh no, it was muted. Hey.
We all forgot to replace our muting.
I have never once forgotten to do anything that lets me talk.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night with Us. Hey, good evening, and good evening. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv here on Friday night, and every Friday night all the way through the end of November. We're going to be here for you and know that you're going to be here for us. We greatly appreciate you coming every single Friday night, or if you're just here for the first time, thanks so much for coming out. We are also here out on live on YouTube, so if you're out there, thank you so much. If you'd like to join us here in the room, go to the Bring Your Own Improv website, click on the link, and you can jump in here and possibly play as well, or feel free to keep watching on YouTube from the comfort of your couch or bathroom or wherever you decided to bring your phone and device with you. Speaking of that, a few announcements. Number one, if you are going to use the bathroom, don't bring us with you, because if your phone actually turns on and then everybody sees that, that's going to be a bit of a problem, and then you're going to have to be like, oh look, the internet, I'm now a TikTok star. I think that's how that works. I'm old. Exit. If there's an emergency in your home, please exit through the exit. We want you to be safe. You can leave us behind. We'll be perfectly fine. Okay, let's get this started. The chat. That is an important part of this show. So if you look down here, you're going to see a little chat button. Over here, there is a chat. That chat is where we're going to get a lot of our suggestions this evening. It's how you're going to be able to volunteer. If you're out on YouTube, you can volunteer as well. You're going to answer this question coming up soon. There is also a chat over here. You just won't be able to volunteer. So I'd actually like to know things you find in a cabinet. Go ahead and put those into the chat, and depending on what your state you're from, that's going to mean a different thing. So things you would find in your cabinet, go ahead and put that into the chat, and let's see what kind of stuff comes out. All right, folks, I am so excited to see you all this evening because we got a heck of a show and a heck of a cast. My name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting this evening, but here we go with the cast of Tim.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mallory.
Hang on. I figured it out. Tech stuff. It's great.
Brett.
Technology.
Amy.
I would put knowledgeable people in my cabinet.
Jared.
I was going to bring everybody into the bathroom with me, but then you said I couldn't, so I'm really not sure what I'm going to do now.
And Ian.
Yeah, don't tell us, Jared, when you figure it out.
And of course, no BYOI show is not complete without our Fam Cup.
Fam
Cup. And since she couldn't be here tonight, I found a mug with her name on it in honor of her. Carrie, since she's not running the door, and inside here, we're going to find who tonight's fam is going to be. And we have, it's still wet, Andrea!
Hello, Andrea. How are you?
Good. So we're going to grab her. Oh, no, it keeps moving. Everybody shifted and I keep losing her. There we go.
Hey.
Okay, now I'm here.
Hi, Andrea. Welcome to the 9 o'clock show.
Thank you.
So we have a couple of questions for you. Mallory,
Okay.
do you want to start off?
Sure, I will start off. So, Andrea, Halloween is coming up and it's a pretty good autumnal holiday. What is your favorite thing to do on any Halloween?
I've always wanted to be able to give out candy to kids, but every single place I've lived at I wasn't able to. This is actually the first house I'll be able to.
That's so exciting. So you get to give out candy to trick-or-treaters this year. Are you
Yeah.
going to have good candy, or are you going to be one of those people that gives out raisins?
No, good candy.
Good.
Oh, okay, so where are you going to get the candy?
I actually just got some at BJ's, like really giant bags of candy.
Perfect. That's where I would have gone. Bulk is easier. Not to give a shout out to them because there's other places that have amazing candy as well. Okay, I have a very important question for you. If you had a chocolate chip cookie and you were already filled your tummy with chocolate chip cookies, what would you do with that chocolate chip cookie?
Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm already full. I'd probably put some ice cream between it and make another kind of snack.
Well, that's
And-
good. Then you have the ice cream cookie sandwich snack for later.
Yeah.
That changes the whole nature of the cookie too, so it could be enjoyed in a different way. It's like that cheeseburger and soda thing with economics.
I'm feeling that I would be sick of the cookies, so I had to like reinvent them into something else.
That is genius. That is genius. Mallory, you have another question? I'm all out now.
I'm one for reinvention, but I'd like to kind of move away from food because we kind of have been on this subject for a minute. What are 3 non-essentials you would want to bring to your dream winter cabin? Like, you've got all the food you could ever want. You've got your favorite streaming services. Like, you're good and cozy. What else are you bringing?
Wine. Probably some candy. And a hot tub.
A hot tub. What kind of wine?
Probably Pinot Grigio.
Andrea, where's the one place you'd want to live if you had the chance?
Italy.
Near the coast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if you could buy a house there?
That would be wonderful. I would totally do that.
I feel like I'm getting into a sales pitch, so I'm just going to say that would be wonderful. Yes.
It would.
I've got one more question if Daniel doesn't want to jump in on me. What is your favorite kitchen appliance and what would you give it as a nickname? Like, the refrigerator is the fridge. Like, that's its nickname. What other appliances would you give a nickname to?
I guess currently my favorite appliance would be my air fryer, and we'll call it Sparky.
Sparky the air fryer. I love it.
That's awesome, Andrea. I'm a little concerned if it's called Sparky, you may want to get some wires taped. That could be a little bit dangerous, but that's okay. Andrea, we're going to play this first game called Remake. I need to know, is anything exciting going on in your life right now?
I bought a house.
Hey! Was it in Italy?
No.
No. All right. Well, that's okay. You know what? We're going to use that in this first game called Remake. And the way Remake works is that we're going to see a scene. And then after that scene is done, we're going to go ahead and give it some sort of twist on a movie style. So first thing we're going to need is everybody, including Andrea, throw a bunch of movie styles into that chat. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and do that. You know, different things like, you know, drama, comedy, we know those, but like what's out there, like nature documentary, but you know, be creative. Think of the weird stuff that you always go through Newberry Comics and go, yeah, I'm not sure I'd watch that. If you can't think of a style, just start naming some of your favorite movies that are not dramas or comedies, and we'll go ahead and do that. Great. So this first scene was actually, this is Tim and Mallory, and they're going to pop in right now. You know what? One's going to play you, and one is going to go ahead and play your best friend as you show off your new house to them. Now, since we don't know anything about your new house, you're going to discover a whole bunch of things that's really cool about your new house that you didn't even know, Andrea, because yeah, you're going to go ahead and see this here. So Tim and Mallory, let's see that scene between these two great friends, everything new about this house and how that affects their relationship.
Wow, Andrea, your house is so cool.
I know. Look at all the newness. This is you really helped me out in selecting these things. I appreciate that so much.
You know, I wanted to make sure you had a really good house. Like, this is your first big house that you can hand out stuff to trick-or-treaters, and I just wanted you to have the best opportunity.
That was so kind of you. I really appreciate the ice cream machine over here because that helps if I run out of dessert ideas.
Yeah.
And you've been so kind with this, and really, I would like you I want to invite you to help me hand out candy for October.
I'd love to. And another great thing about that ice cream maker,
Yeah?
it's right near the oven. So if you're baking chocolate chip cookies, you can make like the cookie ice cream sandwiches, have a little snack while you're waiting for kids to knock on the door.
Dude, you have the best ideas. Warm and cold. That's going to make it so tasty. I think I'm going to hand those out to kids instead of candy. Forget that BJ stuff.
Yeah, we can bake some cookies, make ice cream. If a kid's like lactose intolerant, we can have like a little substitute for them.
Yeah, I'll give them water. That'll be nice. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff.
And scene. Okay, so I'm not really worried about that kind of stuff was actually the last line in your movie. Andrea, I hope that movie about your house feels exactly like it was. But now actually we're going to see what happens when Brett and Amy star in your film. So those two are going to pop up now. And the thing about Brett and Amy, though, is they changed the entire thing to a spaghetti Western. And so we're going to see Brett and Amy doing a spaghetti Western, and we're hope that Brett's going to know what a spaghetti Western was.
Oh, God.
Certainly is going to know what my other idea is. All right, folks, let's go ahead and see that spaghetti Western version of Andrea's house.
This is so cool.
Thank you very much for helping me move here. Really appreciate it. You're a good friend.
Yeah, no problem. It's just you have a napkin actually. I got some sauce on all over my face.
Here in my house, we have everything. My favorite appliance right here, napkin dispenser.
Oh man, thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you very much. You make some good spaghetti. I'll tell you.
That's the best thing. The spaghetti, the pasta maker, right here next to the napkins.
Oh
So
man.
you can make it and wipe your mouth all in one shot.
Wow. That is amazing. And it just tastes so good. It's like warm and cold at the same time. It's just like a nice mix.
Any visitors that come up here to my ranch, that's what I can give to them.
I love this new ranch of yours. It's amazing.
Oh, they're not so fast. People might have celiac disease, be allergic to gluten.
Oh, okay. Or yeah, you're right.
That's why we have the spaghetti squash.
Oh man, where'd you get that? I don't see that at BJ's.
Well, I'm not really worried about all that kind of stuff.
All right, end scene. Sorry, I'm just sitting here going, well, wasn't that a bonanza? Clearly, Brett needs to be introduced to
I don't know things.
No, that's okay. That's all right, Brett. We'll let Lori handle that later after she explains what ET was. I feel like she has a good way of telling you what spaghetti Western is. Okay, so Jared and Ian, we know that they are going to nail this next style of genre because, Andrea, did you know, according to the audience in here and some of their ideas, that actually it was a 1980s locker room slasher film. So a 1980s ladies locker room slasher film is the style in which your house was introduced. So I'm sure you're going to be able to sleep well tonight. There won't be anybody with masks hanging out in your 2-car garage. So I've got Ian there. Let's get Jared going and let's see what happens in the movie about your home.
Wow, Andrea, your house is so cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And my hair is super big in it. It's got lots of high ceilings.
It sure does. I just love your big hair. It's so hot, like a Duran Duran video.
Yeah, and I mean, because it's my own house, I can wear all my underwear on the outside.
Oh, Andrew, that is so cool. Like a YouTube video.
But there are a lot of like extra rooms and creaky places, and there could be stuff in here.
There could be. Now that I think about it, I saw a guy with the chainsaw sneaking in the back door. I didn't think about it at the time. What if you wanted candy?
Wow, wow. Well, one thing's for sure, we better not leave. Whatever you do, don't go anywhere.
Absolutely not. You know what? We should go to the hot tub. Hot
Yeah,
tub,
yeah.
cold, but like with cold water. So it's hot and cold at the same time.
We can put them together.
We can put them together. You are so smart.
Oh, yeah. This'll be rad.
It sure will be rad. I'd say it'd be gnarly and cool beans.
Oh, but there's that noise again.
Oh no, that noise. That's gonna mean that there's some stuff.
Well, I don't know very much about that.
And scene. All right, so we've learned two things going on this evening. That Jared thinks that cool beans was a 1980s phrase instead of a 1990s phrase. And clearly, Andrea, the one you liked the best was Brett's, because spaghetti is the closest to Italy that your house currently is going to get to. So, folks, we're going to move on along and go on with what we got. Just so you know, our shows are pay what you can, which means you can be here for free if that's something that you need right now. And if you'd like to go ahead and you think the show has some value to it and you want to support it, we really appreciate your support. You can do that in two great ways. We got our Venmo account here, Bring Your Own Improv, or a PayPal account here. Or if you're like, I don't want to type things in and use an app right now, just go to our website at bringyourownimprov.com, where you found the links here. There's a button there that says donate here. We appreciate the donations. It allows us to keep doing what we're doing. And your price for tickets supports everybody who gets to come and enjoy this right now, because some people really need some humor in their lives right now. And we're doing our best to supply that for you. We want to thank Lori for her donation and Sherry for her donation. Guys, thank you. Those are awesome. All right. I can look at the right thing. You know what? We're going to spin things around right now. And if we're going to do an 80s film, obviously there might need to be a revolver. And we're going to play that game, Revolver, right now. The way the revolver is going to work is we're going to have 4 scenes, each with 2 people in them. As I switch and call out numbers for different scenes, we're going to see those people switch into those scenes. So with those 4 scenes, when it goes back to the scene, it pushes in the future somehow. So it's the same scene, but maybe the scene now is a second in the future, or 10 minutes in the future, or 10 years, or 100 years in the future. We'll find out. So first, let's get 3 of our guys who are playing this game, Tim, Mallory, and Brett, in here. And is there anyone out there that would like to go ahead and play this game? I'll give you a second to put things in the chat. And while we're waiting to see that, folks, what is your favorite part about Italy? Andrew would like to know, so she can discover even more parts about it. Go ahead and put those in the chat. And I don't see anybody, so can I please get Amy in here as well? Great. So, grabbing my stuff. Cool. Let's get some suggestions and get myself out of this spotlight. All right, folks. Taking a look right here, Amy, you're in group 3 with Brett and group 4 with Tim. We'll go over that in a second. So group 1 is going to be Tim and Mallory. Your suggestion is ruins. And if you don't understand that, Lori backed us up by saying old buildings. So do whatever you like with that. She's just a good mom that makes sure that everybody wants to understand what things are. Mallory and Brett, do with whatever you like with the term Vatican. Use that any way you choose. Brett and Amy, thinking man. whatever Thinking Man does for you. And Tim and Amy, let's see. Roaming Around, whatever Roaming Around does for you. So once again, those groups, Tim and Mallory, what's your suggestion?
Ruins, old buildings.
Group 2, what's your suggestion?
Vatican.
Cool. Group 3, what's your suggestion?
Thinking Man.
Thinking Man.
Brett had to think about it. Group 4.
Roaming Around.
Roaming around.
All right, fantastic. Folks, let's start this off with Group 1.
You know, I'm so glad we were able to come out here on our vacation and fix up these ruins and kind of make the old buildings look a little more decayed.
Yeah, sorry about planning this one. I'm not so good at this. More work than vacating.
Yeah, it's a little more work than I was hoping to do. I was hoping for more of a beach trip or literally anything else, but it's okay. I really appreciate just getting away from it all, and I can just beat into these rocks and feel better.
Could
Group
you hand
4.
me that sledgehammer?
Group 4.
Do you got service? You got cell phone service here?
I'm trying. There is absolutely no reception here, Howard. I don't know how you could think this was an ideal picnic spot.
If I bring it close to the modem, it's still not helping. That's what gives you the signal, right?
You never understood why I needed a cell phone signal. You never understood anything about me.
So you got no bars?
Group 2.
Oh, so I don't think I can do this, babe. I can't. This is my first day as being a tour guide in this great building, and I don't know anything about it. I lied on the resume.
It's okay. It's okay. I know you're nervous, and it's totally okay to be nervous, but this is finally a job where you can talk to people, and I mean, how badly was the lie on the resume? It wasn't like...
I said I was an expert, and they didn't test me, so...
They didn't... So you know nothing about...
Group 2.
You know nothing about it.
Oh, good. Group 3.
I am just so glad that Shauna fixed us up, Scott. I mean, she knows I like brainy guys. She absolutely knows it. And I always wanted to go to an Olive Garden. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Not very garden-like, though.
Oh, I mean, just enjoy it, you know? Just enjoy it.
Group 4.
You said we'd go and we'd have a nice little picnic, and I said no, I need my cell reception. I need to play Animal Crossing. They didn't even let me get that.
Hey, hold on. I'm with customer service, okay? Can you hold on what you said? Just repeat it after, because we're trying to get your phone on.
You had service all the time? I can't believe you.
Group 1.
That was so much more work than I was expecting. But I mean, they look great. They're nice and decrepit, and we got some moss growing.
Oh, yeah, that water damage really did help.
Yeah, it was a good idea. So, what else did you have planned for this vacation?
Oh, well, now we're getting a massage because I'm sure you have a knot in your back like you always do every time you need to move that 40-foot ladder.
Group
Yeah.
2.
They're literally buying it. Everything I say, I'm too far deep, babe. I don't know what to do anymore.
It's all right. It's all right. I got these cool walkie-talkies, so I'll give you one. And
Okay.
Since you're not, and I'll sit here on the internet and I'll just read you facts.
But
Group 3.
I mean, let's just keep the breadsticks coming. So tell me about that doctorate of philosophy you have. I never knew a philosopher.
yeah, it's just I got it all right. Just it's right in my back pocket actually. I won't show you, but just trust me, I'm brainy.
4.
Hey,
The
what?
least you could do is help me look for my phone after you ducked when I threw it.
It's not behind these bushes over here. Uh-oh.
Poked through the bushes. You found my phone.
Yeah, it's
What else are you keeping from me? I don't know how to deal with you.
Group 1.
could you come over here and check these bugs out?
Yeah, sure.
Are those roaches?
They
Hold on.
are they, wait. Definitely crunchy.
Kind of mucusy.
2.
Hey, babe, I accidentally sent up some white smoke and everyone's freaking out.
And C. Oh, man. All right. Well, clearly we figured out. I don't even know what the hell we figured out. I've lost my pen. Now I'm doomed. Okay, folks, let's move on to the next game because I may need a pen. I may need some sort of object. I may need something. And in order to get that, I'm going to need the Everything Emporium. Everything Emporium works like this. It looks like Amy is going to actually be the shopkeeper in a store, and she is going to have to find things for customers that are looking. So Amy's going to leave right now and go get the shop prepared. And this is an emporium that has everything possible. So we're going to come up with a bunch of things that Amy is going to have to guess that the customers need. So we'll have 3 customers. They'll each come in different series. They'll eventually all be in the store at the same time, and they'll be shopping, and their job is to give clues and hints to what it is they're looking for. And Amy's going to have to figure out what that is. Now, we've been having a constant running thing that Ian and Amy are really, really smart, but who's really smarter? So tonight, we're going to try to make everything we can as intellectual as possible, and maybe one that's even less intellectual. We're going to find out. So first off, is there anyone here that feels like they would like to be a customer in that store so that we know? Sarah would like to play. Okay, so if somebody can grab Sarah and actually pull her, I can pull her into the thing. So we'll add her there. And if the other people who are playing, it looks like Jared and Ian are playing here. All right, guys, in the chat, either you can do one of each, science, history, or mathematics. Put the thing that confused you most in school about each one of those subjects. I'm going to grab my pen while you type like crazy. If you're out there in YouTube land, go ahead and write something. Maybe we'll get it to you. Aha, I've got a pen. If you get really specific, that's a lot of fun. And then obviously we're going to need a theme going. So I'm going to take, can you put in what are called red herrings? Things in movies that people are looking for that end up having nothing to do with the plot whatsoever. So think of your favorite movie and what was everybody on a mission to get? Are they looking for a tiger? Were they looking for a magic lamp? Were they looking for a suitcase with a glowing thing inside? What was the thing that they were looking for? All right. So I'm going to put all of these together and hurt her brain. I've got Ian. Where's Jared? Jared has not joined yet.
I'm right here.
Oh, but you didn't add yourself to the spotlight.
Oh, I'm on gallery view. I'm ready for this intellectual one.
All right. Cool. I'm looking. I just want to make this really good. We're gonna mess with her. We're gonna mess with her good. Oh, man, you guys are mean. Okay. So Ian, you are looking for a ring, a fractals ring. A fractals ring.
I sure am.
You got that? Is
I
that
got
in your
it.
wheelhouse?
Sure can do.
Sarah, what's your wheelhouse? Are you more of a history, science, or math kind of person?
You know, I'm fantastic at all of those, Daniel.
Fantastic. I'm asking Sarah.
I think math is safe.
You say what?
I think math is safe.
Math is safe? Okay.
It's a good
Let
option.
me go back here for math.
Go with that.
All right, let's go for sorry, this is taking an extra moment. I really want to make this good. Yes, it's called the MacGuffin. Thank you.
I mean, I am good at all those things, even though I know you asked Sarah that question.
So you're looking for the arc of equations.
Okay.
You know, instead of the Ark of the Covenant, you're looking for the arc of equations.
Got it.
All right. And if we're going to be looking some good, oh, this is so good. There's so many good things here. Hold on. Can, Jared, you were really looking for a topography map of a sled.
Got it.
All right. So this should take a very long time. So we're going to need your help soon. We're going to recap and make sure we have this. Ian, what is the item you're looking for?
A fractals ring.
Right. Sarah, not Jared, what are you looking for?
The arc of equations.
Right. And Jared, what are you looking for?
Topography map of a sled.
Oh, God. What have I done? Folks, this will be absolutely hilarious or a God-blessed nightmare. Either way, let's all have fun with this and torturing her. So can someone commit to go getting her? Like Mallory, would you mind going to get Amy for us?
Go get Amy.
And you in the audience are going to desperately help us out because if she is getting close, she is going to need those thumbs up. So make sure you give her those thumbs up nice and close. I know, Andrea, that might mean the phone would have to get closer so she can see a thumb. All we can see is all your adoring fans. And of course, if she gets it, we're going to go ahead and go crazy and clap. So I'm going to take myself out of this. And when she comes back in, we will add her to the thing. Should be here soon. I can't wait to sing in person because then it sounds even worse than it does online. It's time to open your store, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Of course, of course. Let's just that. Come on in. Welcome to the Everything Emporium.
Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Hey.
Hi. You know our slogan, you haven't seen a big box until you've seen my box.
Well, you know, I want something really unusual, so I thought this is where I have to come because not everybody carries it.
Of course, we carry everything.
Well, that's what the sign says. So I'm looking for a gift for my wife, and it's you know, she likes kind of shiny, sparkly things, conventional but not conventional.
Oh, of course, we have all kinds of sparkle, all kinds of glitter, all kinds of gemstones.
Well, I think you know, something she can wear.
Jewelry is traditional gift.
Oh, good. Yes, well, very traditional in general, but the kind I want is not so traditional.
We have rhinestone studded dog collars right this way.
And for you, that's jewelry. Okay, a little more than I wanted to know, but really, I'm just looking, you know, for something that you know she can wear, and look at it closer and closer and closer.
Oh,
and keep seeing new things.
Absolutely. We have all kinds of jewelry. Come right over to here to aisle 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can just zoom in on what you want.
All right, I'll start taking a look. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you've got another customer up front.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Come on in.
Hey.
Welcome. You haven't seen a big box until you see my box.
Well, that's a good place to start because it's pretty much why I'm here, actually.
Of course, we do sell boxes as well. We sell storage. Holy cow! We sell storage items to help organize your place.
Yeah, well, I mean, the storage is fine. It really matters what's in it, you know?
Of course. Because you don't need an empty box. You need a box within a box within a box with um.
This isn't help either. You know, I have this like big test coming up, and you know, it's like I get the stuff. I get what to do with like numbers and whatever. Just like I don't know what phones to use. You know, I just like had a list of things to do with numbers. Like I don't know. It's like maybe the test wouldn't be that bad.
That is so funny that you mention that because we do have all kinds of mathematical functions in containers. We actually have times tables. We have logarithm tables. We have fresh off the logarithm and blues concert. We have a wonderful container full of like flashcards with all mathematical functions that you could have. It's like a dead tree calculator in a box, sort of. We'll come over to aisle 7 here, and we will see. Let's see. We have calculations in a box. We have.
I'm gonna try something more like complicated than that.
Oh, of course, we have calculus in a box too. Trigonometric functions in a box. We have the pickup line. Hey, baby, what's your sine? What's your cosine? We have those in a box.
Oh, okay. You're right. Actually, the geometry is pretty good. Geometry is a lot of trouble. So definitely want those geometry.
Oh, well, that's a whole different angle. We will need. Actually, we have like a protractor in a box. We have a table of all quadratic equations in a box. We have
around that. The you know, think about protractors. Like, even though they're good for like measuring, sometimes they're just good for drawing too, right? It's like you use a stencil if you just want to like draw something around.
We do sell spirograph too. I didn't even know anyone used it anymore and played with it, but we sell spirograph too. But we have graphing equations in a box. We have the calculation for the quadratic equation. We have Pythagorean theorems in a box. I know how I get some Pythagoras fans in here sometimes.
No,
we'll go back to those quadratic equations in a box because that just seems to generate a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz around here. So,
hey, I've been waiting for a long time.
The door was unlocked. You could have just come in and got my attention, flagged me down.
My God, stop!
You haven't seen a big box, so you see my box. Okay. How's it going?
I heard that one like twice before. Hey! You get stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah!
We got all kinds of stuff here.
All right. Hey, you know how bumpy snow is? Right? Like, snow's got that reputation for being bumpy.
Absolutely. It's got moguls.
Yeah! But you know what I want to know? How bumpy is it just a little bit above the snow?
That is a slippery slope, my friend. So,
Oh, you sell puns here, I can tell.
I do sell puns here. But we also sell all kinds of equations to calculate a slope in a box.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard about that. But that's not what I want.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know.
I want to know how bumpy it is. Just above the snow. Sometimes moving fast.
They'll be like, you'd have to ski it to find out.
Ah, too lazy for that crap. I don't want to stand while I'm doing that. Come on. I'm a man. I'm lazy.
Clearly. Well, there's probably some term for the snow conditions that someone who actually stepped outside when it snows might know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Yeah, there is, Sometimes people are looking for really obscure things, but not me. I'm looking for something everybody knows about, sorta. But I like to know how bumpy stuff is. Somewhere, I just want to look and know. I don't want to feel the bumps. I just want to know.
Just need to know how rough that snow is.
Yeah, almost. Just about
how turbulent that snow is.
Oh, I didn't know. That's a good word. You threw me for a loop there, but absolutely not.
Plain and simple.
That's right. That's right. Because when I'm thinking of a little bit of the snow, above the snow, I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of device there. I can't float or fly, can you? No!
There's some device to measure how slightly bumpy, really bumpy, how many peaks the snow has.
Maybe I'm not being clear here. I don't think I need a device to measure. I just want something I can look at and know, like it's displayed right in front of my eyes. The bumpiness of stuff.
Well, we happen to have a relief map of the. Oh,
ooh,
goodness!
I like the sound of that.
We have a relief map of all the snow-covered surfaces on this planet.
Kind of very similar to a relief map.
It's a relief atlas, actually. It's a whole book of relief maps.
You're wrong on the right word and right on the wrong word here. I'm not one of those bottoms,
You're not one of those, I'm sorry, what?
Bottoms!
Of course not.
So the opposite of that would probably be something you could, spin around like a dreidel type thing.
Oh, a topographical relief map.
Yeah!
A topographical map.
But a very specific kind. Is there an aisle I could look at some of those maps to see if I can find the very specific kind that I need?
We have actually the Antarctic topographical maps, and we have the Arctic circle topographical maps. We have the North Pole position that's over here, and but generally relief maps of very specific relief topographical topographical maps of are in aisle 5.
I'll go look over there, see if I can find the very specific kind that I need.
You do that, sir.
So, yeah, I've seen a lot of potential good things. I'm not finding the exact thing I want, so maybe you can help me a little bit more. Right. So anyway, like I say, this is a gift from my wife. Her name is Julia.
Jewelry.
And
right, we jewelry.
And she just had a manicure, so I really want to get her the right thing. Kind of show things off.
We sell those little jewels that you apply to your manicure.
Well, I think
you bedazzle yourself.
Her nails already look good and all, but I think
rings will get people's attention do that. So
I think, well, I'd like one of those, but it's got to be a very special kind, right?
course.
It's like I mentioned, I just want to be able to look at it and look closer and closer and closer and just see it over and over again, more and more.
Yeah, it's like like a telescopic ring, but like it's a ring that just draws you right into it.
I mean,
That
I don't want to be too set in what I want.
of course not. You want a ring that has the ability to enlarge and shrink as needed so that you can see the different amounts of details.
Well, maybe if I think hard enough, it'll recur to me what I'm looking for.
You want a growing and shrinking ring,
No,
actually.
no. I want a ring that just you can go in further and further and further, and it still just looks great.
Yeah, a ring that from all different magnifications. It it looks great. Um, from that you can just like get into it from like a subatomic level, all the way to just scratch the surface.
Well, one thing I'll say about it is you would not want to wear that ring if you're trying to get oil out of gas shale. That'd be a bad idea. You get your hands very messy.
Of course, you that's you want you want a ring that's going to stand up under pressure. Actually, that
Well, anyway,
sure.
I'll keep looking maybe, and maybe I'll also look for some snacks because I'm getting pretty hungry in there. You have any good like European breads like brots, like Kindelbrot or some other kind of,
More with smørbrød. We have
or maybe Mandelbrot?
oh okay. Um, yes, we have atomic rings. Um,
Well, I'll keep looking.
there's yeah, okay. I'll get your carb fix on. Um, hi, how are you doing here?
Hey, so
Ma'am. Yes.
yeah. So, I've been thinking about that whole like geometry thing you were talking about.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so it's like, okay, I'm not that bad at geometry. Like the pointy geometry, like I've got that. But it's the round geometry that's an issue. You know?
I understand it's tough when there's circular logic on quadratic equations and uh, well, I have a pie chart here that'll help you out. But what were we on? We were on the quadratic equations in a box.
No.
Okay, yeah. The oh dear.
Like, but what about like part of a circle? Like, how do you find out like how long part of a circle is?
Oh well, you you need the radius and the diameter. So the quadratic equation the areas to compute the area of a circle quadratic the diametrically quadratic equations.
If this box that she's looking for is big enough, it could actually probably keep her afloat in a flood.
A floating decimal quadratic equation. Um, I'm not blowing a fuse. If you want something blown, you go to BJ's. Um, there,
Oh, well.
oh, sorry, no.
But look,
Uh,
honestly,
yeah.
maybe I'll just like maybe what I need is a nice study break. Do you have DVDs? Like, I'm super into like the Indiana Jones series. Do you have any of those? Maybe you just need a break.
Of course, we have the arc. We have the quadratic equations of arcs in a box. An arc full of quadratic equations. I'm getting clapped. Okay, that means that I haven't hit it, but that we've got it close enough, and you're gonna pass me anyway. All right, that's one down. All right, let's go back here.
Yeah, I was looking at
Yes.
stuff. Also, I heard you were as smart as that first guy. That's crazy, huh?
I know,
You know,
I'm blaming hormones. Yes.
I see all these, what you refer to as relief maps, but we know there's something else, right?
Right. The topographical maps. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're all for like way bigger places than I want to see the topographical information for. You know what I'm saying?
We have topographical maps of the whole continent, the whole planet. Oh no, sorry, the whole country,
Smaller,
the whole state, the whole
Smaller!
city,
smaller,
the whole town.
smaller,
The topographical map of your backyard.
smaller.
A topographical map of a snowflake.
Okay, bigger. But this would probably be a part of it,
It really sounds like the search is going downhill.
right?
A topographical map of a mountain.
You
Of a
think
hill.
my backyard is big enough to have a mountain in it?
Topographical map of a hill.
What am I?
Topographical map of a mogul.
No, rosebud type of.
Topographical.
Oh, what an inconvenient time for that to happen. You know what? For some reason, you had a really sharp stutter, and I couldn't hear everything you just said. Would you mind repeating that for me?
Sorry. I don't know if my internet is unstable or I am. A topographical map of a sled.
Yes! Exactly what I'm looking for. How easy was that?
Look, that's aisle 17 on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, I'd actually already found it. I just wanted to mention, yeah.
Okay,
Of course.
so
Yeah, sorry.
all we have to find now for this thing that I want for my wife's finger is we've just got to
Yes.
figure out what is the common
Ring.
denominator between your selection and what I'm looking for.
Right. Well, you know, it's a diamond ring under, you know,
What is the common denominator? How will it set?
it's set very well, actually. It's a pressure, an expandable setting.
You said that before. You're getting kind
yeah.
of recursive.
I am. You need a jeweler's loop for recursion.
Yeah, I mean, if I look at it closely enough, I want it to look actually like what it is. But then if I look even closer, I want it to still look like what it is. And if I look even closer, still what it is.
You want the inception of all rings. You want
it's almost like I would spiral into it.
you want a helix, a ring in the helix, like a fractalization pattern of a ring. A ring.
Not a pattern. I want that thing that you just said, but what I want what those things are in the ring.
A ring of fractal gems.
Well, not gems. I don't care about gems. She's got
Sorry.
stuff on her nails already.
A ring of fractal stones.
No stones, no gems.
Ring
the
of
ring,
fractals.
Just the thing itself.
A fractal ring.
That's right, Amy. You got thankfully found a fractal ring for somebody, the arc of equations, and the topographical map of a sled. You got it all. Thank you so much. Give her a hand, everybody. We really tested that knowledge, didn't we? All right. So Amy may have reached her last and final words on that one. We'll find out in a game we like to call Famous Last Words. The way this game is going to work is that we're going to be pitching different objects or people or places or things. And it's the job of the people there to give the famous last words of those things. You know, the things they say just before they're out. Like if it was a tomato, famous last words, ketchup. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Yes, Jared, Amy does look a little angry right now. I'm sure we'll deal with that in the note session. So first, my guys are going to add themselves to the spotlight here. Is there anybody who wants to give some famous last words? Go ahead and put in. I can take two. There's Jim. I see Jim. And anyone else, go ahead and drop in that chat. Take one more. All right, I'm only seeing Jim. And Maureen, I have spoken. I guess Maureen. All right. So somebody grab Jim and Maureen, and I will. Those are the first two I saw. Sorry, we're adding you guys in there. All right, cool. Remember, if you don't have anything, you don't have to go ahead and call it. All right, so looking at this group, folks, I'm going to need some things over there in the chat. So let's start with vegetables while we're at it. So go ahead and give me different vegetables over there. What are different things you might use equations for? Go ahead and put that in the chat. If you had an equation you need to get that for. Who is somebody who you know when you think of rings, you think of this person? So any kind of rings, you're going to think of that person. Go ahead and put that over there. And let's go for famous movie characters that are from old movies, you know, like Citizen Kane and Rosebud, you know. All right, so looking at a bunch of things out there. If you have YouTube, if you've got one, go ahead and drop that in there. Okay, let's see here. Yes, I'd like to know the famous last words of Liberace.
Me.
Amy.
I'm not working for scale.
Me.
Can hit that. Oh, Ian.
Even going away, I'm still fabulous.
Me.
Jim.
I'd rather die than just wear a basic black suit.
Amy.
Me. Finally walk in the door and take my candelabra off.
Me.
Jared.
I guess at this point I can tell you it's actually pronounced Liberace.
Famous last words of a recipe.
Me.
Ian.
Serve.
Me.
Timothy. Tim.
This tastes like paper.
Famous last words of, I don't know, they put it. Famous last words of title analysis.
Me.
Tim.
I'm still trying to figure out what the cover on this book's about.
Me.
Jared.
My topography map changes every 12 hours.
Me.
Amy.
Oh, I'm just going to lean on it.
Me.
Ian.
If my calculations are right, it's high.
Famous last words of spelling.
M.
Tim.
I am very good at pronunciating all of my wordliness.
Famous last words of Mad Max.
Me.
Amy.
Wait, I thought there was supposed to be something beyond Thunderdome.
Me.
Jared.
Honestly, I was just kind of hungry and tired.
Me.
Jim.
I was thinking maybe, why don't we just sit down and talk things out this time?
Me.
Tim.
Well, that's Angry Tom over there. That's Mad Max. I'm just disheveled Tim.
Me.
Ian.
Ouch, mate.
Famous, I guess it was a long, long time ago, and I said an old character. Can I get a famous last words of the Mandalorian?
Me.
Jim.
Ooh, Darth Maul is taking job applications.
Famous last words of a circus.
Me.
Amy.
If you like it, you're supposed to put 3 rings on it.
Me.
Ian.
All right, who's cleaning up the peanut shells?
Me.
Jim.
It doesn't matter if the whipped cream's expired or if we're just throwing a pie in someone's face.
Me.
Me.
I think Tim thought I said Tim. Tim, what was yours?
Oh, sorry.
Fair enough.
Me.
Amy.
If we just follow these dotted lines, we'll find where Billy went to.
Me.
Jared.
I don't know. It feels like it's pretty intense.
And scene. Sorry, Mallory.
That groans there.
Oh, groans.
That was what I was gonna say.
Oh, good. We're about to go back. Oh, goodness. All right, folks. We're going to play a game called Last Line, First Line. The way this game works is that we're going to be in groups. They're going to be 3 pairs of 2. As they're doing scenes, one group is doing a scene. If they hear a very interesting line, they're going to clap. That last line that group just said, they're going to use it to start as the first line of their scene. It doesn't matter if they change the inflection, as long as they don't change the words. They've got to start it right in there. So, looking at this, is there anyone who wants to play? Looks like Corey would like to play. If somebody wants to grab him. And we'll go ahead and spotlight all the people who are playing, which tonight are Tim, Mallory, Brett, Amy, Jared. And let me find Corey there too. Oh, everything keeps moving.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. That's where it goes. All right. Okay, so looking at these teams here, people ended up there. How am I still in here? Somebody's missing. Tim, Mal, Brett, Amy, Jared. If only Tim would come in the room. Okay, while Tim's trying to figure out technology, or he booted himself from the entire, there we go. We're going to use the pairs based on where they sit instead of off my list. So group 1's going to be Amy and Mallory. I believe you guys are above and below each other, yes. Brett and Jared, you're going to be group 2. And Tim and Corey are going to be group 3.
Yeah.
All right. Corey's excited about that. Hey, Brett, what is something we have not used off the board yet?
We have. All right, I got 2 things that I like: air fryer, Sparky the air fryer, or wine.
Okay, cool. So, Amy and Mallory, we're gonna give you Sparky, whatever Sparky means to you, and Corey and Tim, we're gonna give you wine, whatever wine means to you. And if we put wine and sparks together, something tells me, Brett and Jared, you have firefighters, because we want to make sure that Andrea's new house stays safe and she doesn't have to wait and live in her 2-car garage because the rest of it burned down to the ground. That explains what you need the other garage part for. Cool. All right. So looking at that, group 1, what is your suggestion?
Sparky.
Group 2, what is your suggestion?
Wine.
Group
Wine.
3, what is it? Oh, wait. Group 2, what is your suggestion? It's not wine.
Oh, firefighters?
Yes, group
Okay, firefighters.
Yes, group 3, what is your suggestion?
Wine.
Cool. Andrea, hold up a number between 1 and 3. 2. We're starting with group 2. Brett and Jared. Begin.
Hey, I'm not saying I don't enjoy fighting fires with you, but honestly, I think you're a little aggressive. I think maybe we should try talking it out with the fire.
Don't start with me. Sorry. I'm working on it. Just gotta touch my earlobes and I'll calm down. Listen, I can't afford to lose another partner. The cap is gonna nix me.
Well, maybe you won't lose another partner if A, you're not so aggressive, and B, you don't keep talking in such long sentences.
Sorry.
You don't keep talking in such long sentences, she said. I mean, I'm 45, but I'm really 43 and a half.
Well, if you want to be a little more not alcoholic, then you should have a nice risotto wine for a change.
That's true. I heard that it goes well with rice dish, was it? The wine?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And you know what? You're my good friend, and I appreciate all of your.
You're my good friend, and I appreciate all that you've done, Rhonda, but I think this Trek convention was a bad idea.
Yeah, it might not have been my best thought, but there's still a lot of stuff going on. They've got the Beam Me Up Sparky panel. They've got the all the different gadgets. It'll be fun.
Wow. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Hey, do you think he can see us? Hold on, let me. What? Yeah. Here. Hold this for me. Awesome, thank you. Okay, now smile at him and then see if he smiles back.
All right, smile at him and see if he smiles back. The captain, all right? Just make me look like I'm being friends with you, okay?
What? Why can't we? I'd rather we just be friends.
Yeah, but I hate you right now. I gotta get over this, okay? Just
that's the aggression and honestly kind of an asshole move right there.
Clap. That was the aggression and kind of an asshole move right there. I brought you out here. We rented out a nice hotel. I'm a little hurt.
I'm just saying that I think these people are a little more geekier than I am.
I'm just saying that I think that these people are a little bit more tikier than I am.
Well, if you want to be tikier, then you should drink more wine instead.
I'll sip. You know what? I love going out
Clap.
with you.
You know what? I love going out to save people with you.
Me too. Okay, we agree on that.
Okay,
right?
So yeah. I'm thinking maybe we start going out to save people and you stop hitting me.
Just have such a punchable face. Listen, this is how I grew up. This is how I had to survive in the world. I had to punch. I had to kick. I had to stab.
You grew up in Warwick.
Clap. You grew up in Warwick.
Clap. You grew up in Warwick.
Well, I did live in Warwick, but I grew up in Cranston, and I live in West Warwick.
And see. That's always the defense to everybody who lives in Warwick. I am in Cranston. All right, we've done it, folks. We've come to the last game of the night.
Oh,
but that's okay. It's gonna be a fun game because if you live in Warwick, then you might have a baby. I don't know where the connection there was. I was working my way around it, but by the time I got there, I went, I am close enough. All right, so you have a baby, they eventually become a child, and that child asks questions a lot. They ask the question, why? And why are we saying that? Because we're going to play a game called Because I Said So, where I'm going to be a small child, which is pretty much true. And I'm going to have some parents, and as those parents are there, I'm going to be asking them questions, and their job is to come up with an answer as fast as they can to answer my questions that is accurate, that works, or that they can at least bullshit their way through without me saying, you're stumbling, or I'm a small child, I don't get that, or you know what, I just think Amy's had to talk too much tonight, so I might just throw her out. So that look on her face, I think she's going to kill us all. All right, folks. Does anybody feel like they could deal with a child? Go ahead and say you do it. Oh, I got a bunch of people right off the bat. So we'll actually take them all because we cut one of the games out of there. So let's go with Maureen, Corey, Jim, and Alan. Can somebody get all of those there?
Yay.
This is my favorite game.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
Yes, we're gonna have a baby. You don't say "oh yeah" to a baby. Maureen, Jim, and Alan. All right. So here's the order: Tim, Mallory, Maureen, Brett, Corey, Amy, Jim, Jared, Alan, Ian. All right. So I need 2 parents as soon as Brett wants to join me, or Tim. Tim wants to join me. Tim loves joining people this evening. Okay. Wait, I gotta figure out which way I gotta look. Okay, I gotta look this way. All right, so folks, Brett. No,
Yes.
You know what? Andrea, where did Andrea go? Andrea, you there?
Yeah. What's
Okay.
up?
Here's a question: what is something that has confused you about your new home? You're like, I've got a light switch over here. We didn't know what it was until we finally fixed it and went, oh, it goes to that light switch. That took 7 years to figure out.
Well, I had a hard time reprogramming a garage remote, and then I finally figured it out, but that confused me.
Okay, we are obsessed with your garage. Fantastic.
I'm just saying, the problem with it.
Okay, we're just gonna call her Garage Amy, Garage Andrea. All right, so, folks, you know what? I'm gonna look at these guys. Tim, how do we fix the garage?
Well, we get a screwdriver, son, and we start to figure out what we need to bang.
Ooh, why? Wait a minute. What we need to bang? I am a small child. You're not supposed to explain the birds and the bees to me yet. Go away, Daddy. Oh, for God's sakes, what I need to bang. All right, let me find Maureen.
Poor Tim.
Oh, man. Seriously, I'm a small child. Mallory, what's the deal with the birds and the bees?
Well, the birds like to fly, and the bees do too, so that makes them best friends.
Ooh, why? Maureen, why?
Because they both have yellow.
Why?
Because it's a color that makes people happy.
Why?
Because it represents the sun.
Why?
Because the sun is also yellow and really, really bright.
Why?
Because it's hot.
Why?
Because there's a lot of magma up there.
I don't think that's where you put magma. I'm fairly certain by a scientific point that that's not true. Sorry,
I don't know
Mallory.
space.
Sorry.
I don't know space.
All right, well, I may be a small child, but I think
Sorry,
you need
Mal.
substance to create magma. So, Brett, you're in.
Okay.
Corey, you're not on yet. All right, Brett, you there? Okay. So, why is magma dangerous?
Me or Maureen? Sorry.
I'm fairly certain I'm looking at Maureen. Am I not looking at Maureen? It sounds like I'm looking at Maureen.
Because it could cover you and put you into the ground.
Am I looking the wrong way? Do I need to look this way?
Yeah,
Okay.
that way.
Oh, okay. There we go. Why?
Because we need heat.
Why?
Because we can't be too cold or we'll die.
Ooh, why?
Because we need to keep this species going.
Why? Maureen doesn't know why we should keep the species going. Sorry, Maureen. You literally produced a youngling here, and you're just like, I don't know why. I looked at you and said, nope, we don't need that anymore. All right. You bring Corey in here. All right. Okay. Corey, Brett, here's the question. Why do you need a 2-car garage if you only have 1 car?
Flex.
Why?
Because a 2-car garage will help you so you won't have to worry about sharing your own space.
No. Why flex?
Because flex is what you need for a car.
Why?
In order for it to move.
Why?
Because we need the flex to move the car so we can get on the road and drive.
We need to flex to move the car. We're just reiterating the same thing. Sorry. Parents saying the same thing over again. All right. Who do I got next for a parent? There's an Amy. Where's an Amy? There we go. Hey, Brett.
Yes.
Why isn't it a good idea to have a house made of fractals?
Because it could blind people.
Why?
Because they have sharp, pointy edges that can stab you in the eye.
Why?
Because we have to protect ourselves sometimes.
I'm actually at this point afraid of Amy, so I'm gonna make her the child. I don't feel like playing this anymore.
All right, let's bring who are we bringing? Oh, Jim.
Hi.
Here, wait.
Get out of here, Jerry.
Is it? I'll leave.
I'm not ready for you yet, Jared.
Still have to get ready for.
So, Brett, why is Daniel afraid of me?
Because you have a scary demeanor.
Why?
Because we all made you mad with that guessing game.
Why?
Because we asked a lot of bye.
Bye. All right, now, Jared.
There we go.
Jared, why did Brett give up so easily?
Because he's afraid of you.
Why?
Because you're a boxing champion.
Why?
Because you were too gosh darn adorable to do MMA.
That's sweet, but why?
Because MMA has a higher injury rate than boxing.
Why?
Because boxing's just hands. MMA is hands, feet, and face.
Why?
Because you do whatever it takes to win.
Why?
Because if there's nothing else in your life that you love, then you have to reach just for the sole love of victory.
That's too sad. Goodbye.
I called you cute.
Yeah, that bunch of up rounds. Who do we got? Alan. Alan.
Hey.
Hi. Alan, why are guys into MMA so much?
Because it's easy to spell.
Why?
Because it's only 3 letters.
Why?
Is what we say whenever we like pie.
Ooh, why do we like pie?
Because it's delicious.
Why?
Because it's packed with sugar.
Ooh, why?
Because that makes it taste sweet.
Why?
Because it's sugar. Oh, no.
It's circular logic. And that takes me in an arc. Why are they trying to trip me up with circular logic, Ian?
Because square logic would give you nice boundaries.
Why?
Because boundaries are healthy to have good relationships.
Why?
Because that way you don't ever go out of bounds.
Why?
Because they define a nice little perimeter to walk along.
Why?
Because we like to have defined things.
Why?
Because we're scared of the unknown.
Why are we scared of the unknown?
Because it might mess up our hair.
That's just wrong. That's too superficial.
And scene. All right, nice job.
Good night, all.
All right, folks, we had a great time this evening. We hope you did too. As we all know, Amy scared the shit out of us tonight. We know what she's like when she's angry. And obviously MMA makes her adorable. So if you really want to be frightened, then you come to next week's show where we have a Halloween show. We hope to see you all in costume and see what you can come up with. Andrea will have all of the children who tried to come to her door tied up around different parts of her house. Her costume will be Gacy special. So folks, again, we're here every Friday night. We hope that you come and see us. If you want to have some special event feel free to get in touch with us. So if you have like a company or an accounting firm or somebody has a birthday coming up or an accounting firm, and you guys might want to have us perform, let us know and we can do that all virtually. It's a lot of fun. My name's Daniel. I really want to thank you guys all this evening, and I had a heck of a cast available for you because this evening I had Tim.
Hey guys, don't forget to bang with your screwdriver.
He still can't figure out replace Spotlight. I also had Mallory.
Can figure out replace Spotlight and really hopes that Amy doesn't kill her.
We had Brett.
Amy is scary.
We had Amy.
I couldn't even get a pity fractal.
Jared.
Honestly, I've been pronouncing it Liberace all along.
Ian.
So glad we're done with that fracking game.
And of course, this evening, we one who I want to celebrate her in her brand new home. Where is it? We had Andrea. Yay!
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Thank you very much this evening. Thank you so much.
Hey!
Everybody wave goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.